And now, once again, we put the spotlight on the protests that have been taking place inside the Aarey colony for more than a while now. Remember, another Sunday today and another round of protests continue in the Aarey colony, Mumbai's Green Lung, where the environmentalists have gathered once again to protest against the current Maharashtra government's order to have the metro car shed project there. Remember, ever since the Maharashtra government revoked that order, protesters have been gathering every Sunday to voice their concerns and their demands. So these are the visuals on your screens of several environmentalists, activists and Mumbaikars. As you can see on your screens, people from all walks of life, right from student groups to youth to senior citizens gathering at the Aarey colony, holding up their placards, raising slogans, demanding that the current Maharashtra government's order to have the metro car shed project be shifted back from the Kanjur Marg area to Aarey colony be revoked, as they say that this will only impact the wildlife, the natural conservation that continues to be a very integral part of Mumbai's last green lung, and the tribal families that continue to reside inside the Aarey colony. Remember, these protests have been on for almost the 4th week now, ever since the Shinde Fadnavis government came to power. I remember they revoked the previous Aghadi government's order. As per the previous order, the metro car shed project was in fact shifted to the Kanjur Marg area, and now once again the Shinde BJP government, the current Sena BJP government, have revoked the previous government's order, and in fact we have said that the metro car shed project will be shifting back to the Aarey colony, citing development. And on this very note, I'm being joined by my colleague Abhishek live. Abhishek, if you could just speak to the protesters, get us a word from them. What are their demands? Clearly, they have refused to budge. So it's very clear that come what may, these protesters will continue to raise their concerns when it comes to the Aarey colony. Clearly, the debate has once again reignited over the whole development versus environment. So, if you could just get a quick word from these protesters.
Yes, first of all, I would like to show you it is another Sunday today of the Aarey protest, and this is being significant because it has been happening after the lifting of stay on the work order, and it was clearly the Shinde Fadnavis government has instructed the Urban Development Department along with the Metro Rail Corporation to initiate the pending work. And you can see these are the protesters, and they are coming on every Sunday and are protesting against this order and want that the metro car shed to be shifted to an alternative location and not at the same spot. We'll try and speak to some of them and understand what they exactly want. आप प्रोटेस्ट हर बार करते हैं, इस बार भी कर रहे हैं, क्या मांगे आप?
सेम मांगे हम लोग की, जो ये कार शेड है वो नहीं होना चाहिए, ये जो है उधर पे कांजूर मार्ग में ही होना चाहिए, बस यही मांग कर रहे हैं।
आपकी मांग है और वही स्टे ऑर्डर लिफ्ट कर दिया गया है कि यहाँ पर कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए बोला गया है कि चालू हो जाएगा। ये सरकार के बारे में आप कैसे देखते हैं?
अभी ये पता नहीं है, एग्जैक्ट कंफर्म नहीं है, तब तक हम लोग प्रोटेस्ट करते रहेंगे।
ठीक है, आइए और लोगों से बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं। ये वर्क ऑर्डर रिमूव कर दिया है, जो स्टे लाया गया था उसे हटा दिया गया है, उसको कैसे देखते हैं आप लोग?
नहीं, ये मेरा आपके चैनल से मैं ये आह्वान कर रहा हूँ कि वो चाहे कुछ भी कर ले, स्टे ऑर्डर हटा ले, चाहे यहाँ पे आर्मी बुला ले, पुलिस बुला ले, सीआरपीएफ बुला ले, हम आरे में एक भी पेड़ यहाँ पे मेट्रो कार शेड के लिए कटने नहीं देंगे और यहाँ पे काम हम करने नहीं देंगे। मेट्रो कार शेड आरे में नहीं आएगा, ये हमारा ओपन चैलेंज है महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट से।
Definitely you can see these are the protesters and these are the sentiment which are coming out from the protesters, and they are of the opinion that whatsoever the Shinde Fadnavis government decide, they are firm on the stand that they will protest here and not allow the car shed to come in Aarey. And you can clearly see the sentiments behind these protesters. They are angry and they want the government to listen to them. But despite that, the stay order has been lifted on the construction, and it has been clearly intimated to the authorities that pending work of metro car shed should be speed up and all the requisite permission are being given. Back to you.
All right, Abhishek, thank you so much for tracking all those details for us. That was my colleague Abhishek reporting from the protest site in Aarey colony, where you in fact heard from the protesters themselves that they have in fact only one demand, and they've been reiterating it for weeks now by gathering at the Aarey colony, saying that the current government should not, and they will in fact ensure that the current government does not bring in the metro car shed project in the Aarey colony, which happens to be Mumbai's last green lung.